And I know people think, it's just marijuana, but look at you. You standing before me using marijuana every night at the Taco Cabana instead of making people's food properly. Court is calling 2023 CR 0029, State of Texas versus Tyler Stephen Small. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Zach Dunn for the state.
Defense.
Glenn Payne for the defense.
And are you Mr. Small?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Tyler Stephen Small who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0029 for the offense of injury to a child, intentionally bodily injury on August 24, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State.
Your Honor, on or about the second day of February 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Tyler Stephen Small, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
And Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon the others.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the proposed agreement?
Counsel.
Sorry, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is from probation. They stated a 0 tolerance enrolling BIP within 3 days, weekly drug test for 30 days on IVR line, followed by monthly tap and follow recommendations. I believe probation said that you don't do 0 tolerance.
No, I don't. You're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to do.
So what I was going to request is Mr. Small had been about possibly 7 days in jail.
It was a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe show that as a sanction in jail and follow the rest of the recommendations in this case. He is currently working at Chester's Hamburger. He is also enrolled in Lawson's HVAC technical school. He's currently doing very well there. He did, I think that you've already been informed that he did do a drug test this morning where he has tested positive for marijuana, but no other drugs. That's what we're gonna ask the court to follow this recommendation.
Probation.
Yes, Judge. The agreement that the state and defense have made is fine with probation.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Tyler Stephen Small.
Why are you not reporting?
Honestly, I was at Taco Cabana and I had been smoking marijuana with my manager and I knew that I would fail the drug test.
All right.
And I thought that when I went in, I would be drug tested. And
So your answer, how old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
So you know you're not supposed to smoke marijuana. You did it anyway,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're doing it, I guess, while you're at work?
I was. It was at Taco Cabana. When I got the MTR, I went to jail. I talked to my wife and we decided I went to do another job. We went to one that was 2 minutes away.
No.
Oh.
Here's the thing. You're speed talking. So you were doing marijuana at Taco Cabana,
Yes, ma'am.
and that is why the food has fallen off. So what was your job at Taco Cabana?
I was a cook.
Do you think anybody wants the cook to be smoking marijuana over their food? So you and the manager at Taco Cabana are doing marijuana,
Yes, ma'am.
and you decide you're not going to report because you're going to be positive.
Yes, ma'am.
See, you just compound your problem. So was he positive today?
Yes, Judge, it was positive for marijuana.
All right, so when did you use marijuana with the people at Taco Cabana? I'm assuming it's in February.
No, I used it up until the point of my MTR. I have not smoked since, but I was smoking every night with my manager.
All right. All right. What is his TAP evaluation? Did he have a TAP evaluation?
No, yet, not yet, Judge.
All right.
We are asking for the TAP to be complete and to follow all recommendations.
All right. Deputy, he's going into custody today. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a TAP evaluation in custody, follow all recommendations of TAP. And if TAP recommends an outpatient treatment, then that's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And there's going to be a UA hotline for him until further notice. And while he's in custody too, we can do a referral to felony drug court. And to the clerk, he's going to be in custody for his TAP evaluation and for felony drug court referral.
Judge, if I may, he's no longer at the Taco Cabana job. He left. He has another job at Chester's Hamburger. He's not using marijuana anymore. They have 4 children they're supporting, and he is in a technical school that he's trying to better himself. He was able to get out of jail, post bond, and try to make better. Would the court consider allowing him to remain out to get these conditions done? You could even have him report, or we can have him report daily if you want to have a drug test. We'll show that his level is going down, but he's taking the first step on his own to try to make better progress. We're just going to knock him back
Okay.
a few more steps.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Everybody who comes to this court on probation, what do I tell them? If you have an issue, pick up the phone, let probation know, because to be successful on probation, communication is key. I tell everybody that. I say, if you feel as they're not addressing that issue, you can come in and talk to the court. You didn't do any of those. What you decided to do, and you're an adult, it's not like although I know 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds are considered adult. It's not like you're an 18-year-old or 19-year-old or 21-year-old. You're old enough, you know better. And what you've been doing is been avoiding consequences. And these are consequences for our actions. Now, if you would like, I could send you to prison. So these are consequences for our actions. And what you've shown me is I can't trust you to even report for probation. That is why you're doing the TAP evaluation in custody. That is why you're doing the felony drug court referral in custody. What I can tell you, if felony drug court accepts you, today is Thursday, they'll probably see you by next week. You understand? There are always consequences for actions. And I think you're old enough to, when you make choices, you need to sit down and say, I'm making choice A. What are the consequences for that? You understand? And I don't write the rules for probation necessarily. This whole thing where you can't drink alcohol while you're on probation, even though alcohol is legal, that's not from me. That's from the legislature. This whole thing where you can't smoke marijuana, that's not from me. That's from the legislature. And I know people think, it's just marijuana. But look at you. You standing before me using marijuana every night at the Taco Cabana instead of making people's food properly, which is why I probably had some hair in my food. But you're doing that. And guess what? Going home smelling like marijuana with your children. And now you before me telling me you have children. Those are consequences you should have been thinking about. And you're on deferred adjudication for injury to a child. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. See, I've gotten different pronunciations. Olage, Olage.
I didn't say Olage, I said Olage.
We're gonna find out.
Olage, I see Olage, I didn't say, never said Olage.
Okay, all right.
Olage.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 6015, State of Texas versus Jonathan Olage.
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 There you go.
Okay. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jacqueline for the state, Your Honor.
For the-
Carl Bates for the defendant, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Olage?
All right.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Olage, showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Mr. Olage, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon?
Yes.
That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Which right was it? The jury?
The rights that I've gone over with you?
Yeah.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Do you understand? You want to give up your rights and enter the plea bargain.
Yeah.
You understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's your intention?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor. Just for the court's notice, I did have them worked out. He was found competent and also found sane. There's reports are in the court's file.
Thank you. Mr. Olage, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. The state is opposing your application for deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration the following cause numbers: 2023 CR 6014, 6016, 6017, and 6018. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just one moment. There's a sneeze that's stuck. You know how we have, that's what's messing me up.
It's the fragrant flower.
Yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck. All right. So I'm sorry. Let's start over. Did you review the plea bargain agreement with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand, according to the plea bargain, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the state is opposing your application for deferred adjudication. Did you understand?
Yes.
And did you understand you're not qualified for regular community supervision, regular probation or community supervision? Did you understand that?
Can we explain you, the court cannot give you probation, only deferred.
Oh, yeah, that was fair. Yes.
All right. And the reason why I say that is because I noticed when the box is checked, it says the state opposes community supervision in deferred adjudication. You're only eligible for deferred. Do you understand that? All right. And then the state is taking in consideration 2023 CR 6014, 6016, 6017, 6018. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, they're also asking for an affirmative finding of family violence. With that, that means you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Did you understand? You're also not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand?
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
That I didn't explain.
All right, do you want to explain that to him? Just,
You can have fun.
all right, you ready to proceed? All right, did you understand that? All right, and then there's to be no contact with the complainant. Did you understand?
Yes, Your
All right, did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, there's to be no contact with Valerie Medina and Andrea Olege. I'm sorry. I'm doing my Louisiana French thing on that name. All right, did you understand that those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? And then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers states one.
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 in attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 in attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing or you would
No, I
like a
think we need
PSL?
to do a TAP evaluation.
All right, we'll do a TAP evaluation, MIC evaluation, and a PSI. What date are we coming back?
We can do May 30th. Is that enough time? Michelle, do you need more? You want June 6th or June 13th? 13th.
All right, we'll be back on June 13th. It's going to take a while based upon what I'm reading in the police report. I think a mental health evaluation would be appropriate.
Yeah, I have worked out from insanity, so there's some information there that might be helpful to.
All right. And is your client planning on making bond or no?
Not get involved. I don't think they can afford it. I don't think they can afford it. Yeah, well, we can talk about it some more. Right now, I don't.
All right.
And I think it's better that you get some evaluations done quick so you can get out and get, yeah.
So this is what I'm going to order. I'm going to order that the TAP evaluation and the MIC evaluation be done while in custody. And then after that, we'll see about a bond, if you want to do a bond reduction.
That's fine. Yeah, I think it's good. He gets evaluated. I think it's important. Based on your history that I saw too from the evaluations. The other thing, I do have something in the afternoon on 13th. I can make sure I need to get it done in the morning.
Oh, no problem. Are you planning on having witnesses
I
possible?
will have some witnesses, probably 1 or 2. Okay.
All right, as soon as you're here and I call the docket, if you're ready to proceed, we'll be ready to proceed. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing this time.
Thank you. By the time I see you next time, I'll pronounce your name correctly. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, I will see you all back in May. Oh, not May, I'll be back.
Judge, what do you want me to do with those dismissals? that I
Oh,
had?
you can go ahead and,
Okay, do those?
yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I'll see you all back April 29th, unless flights are delayed.
Judge, it's gonna be that long?
Yeah.
April
Before
29th?
I see you again?
Yes, it will be that long. And then if my flight is delayed, I'll let Judge Angelini know.
Don't delay that flight, Judge.
Court is calling 2022 CR 8246, State of Texas versus Tuska Hamrick. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense,
Brian Kimbrough from Mr. Hamilton.
probation, this is an application.
Oh, Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's Jason Garahan for the state.
All right, thank you. All right, are you Mr. Hamrick?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery?
I have you.
State will find that this, court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Hamrick, did you review the application for deferred adjudication and community supervision
Yes, Your Honor.
with your attorney? Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review what's entitled true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are. We're proceeding on each count, Your Honor,
Okay.
which they're all the same.
So it's 1, 2, and 3.
And four.
And
There should
four.
be another page, Judge.
Mr. Hamrick, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with assault with a peace officer or judge in counts 1, 2, 3, and 4? Those are second-degree felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in each count and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hamrick, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State is recommending deferred adjudication in each count and an anger management course. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with the complainants. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to count 1, how do you plead?
No contest.
Count 2,
No contest.
count 3,
No contest.
count 4.
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. In each of the counts, state exhibit number 1 with attachments.
Any objection?
No objection.
And state, are the complainants aware?
Yes,
All right, thank you. You may continue to confer.
thank you.
Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to a jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding the guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you asking to proceed with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd ask the court to follow the plea bargain. Hamrick is 24 years old. He has no criminal record. He's a resident of Oklahoma. He lives with his parents in McCurtain County,
How do you spell that?
MCCURTAIN County. And I would ask that his supervision be transferred to McCurtain County. I've spoken to his family. This is not characteristic of Hamrick. He's employed, works with his family, never been in trouble. And I believe he can successfully complete probation.
All right. So who is Marco Antonio Gonzalez to you?
I don't personally know him. It
Okay.
was,
Were you intoxicated? Because I don't understand. According to this, you were asking him to get out of the vehicle.
uh, I was intoxicated at the time. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will sentence you to $1,000 fine that will be probated. 10 years deferred adjudication. Counts 1, 2, 3, and 4 are to run concurrent. There should be a transfer to McCurtain County in Oklahoma. You're not transferred until they accept the transfer. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. Probation, will they accept a transfer while he's in custody or no? All right, there should be no contact with M. Butler, C. Heron, Herron, S. Gatan, Sgatten, S. Shurtleff, that's Shurtleff, Laura Hernandez, Arizona Garza, Marco Antonio Gonzalez, 4620 Thousand Oaks. And that's San Antonio, Texas, 78233. TAP evaluation in custody, probation. If it's discovered that they won't accept him till he's released, then he can be released. Follow TAP Rex. Proof of employment within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. And an anger management course. Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, is there anything else you need from the court? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. You're gonna have to make better decisions. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in and out of custody. It appears that you have a drug or alcohol problem. If there are issues, just let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court, okay?
Sure.
All right, thank you. All right, this is the last case we're gonna take up before everybody else. Hello.
Hi, Your Honor.
Oh, hi. Okay, just 1 second. Your co-counsel sent to the court an email with the motions. And let me just see if I can find them.
And I have copies if you need them, Judge.
Oh, that will make it quicker.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, if you got it, thank you.
All right, we're gonna go on the record in 2024 CR 0170. The court is in receipt of the defense's notice of appeal with regards to defendant's motion for a new trial. That will be denied.
Your Honor, can I take it that you accept this as presentment of the motion for new trial?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, then with regards to the defendant's motion for bail pending determination of a motion for new trial and pending appeal, we'll just do it with regards to pending appeal. Defense?
Your Honor, I'd like to make a proffer if I could.
Yes.
The court knows a good deal about Mr. Meyer, of course. So the standard under 44.04C is he is eligible for bond pending appeal in light of the court's judgment, of course, yesterday.
Yes.
And the two questions are, is there good cause to believe he would not appear? And, or that he is likely to commit another crime?
All right, let me just stop you right now. State, do you think that if the court were to give bond to Mr. Meyer, he would fail to appear? And I can tell both parties, the court is inclined to place him on GPS.
I think with full house arrest GPS, I think that would take care of it, Judge.
Okay, so let's start with this. So where we are now is if he has employment,
He,
The co-
he's
court-
retired, Your Honor. I don't mean to interrupt the court. but
All
he's
right.
retired.
so it will be full GPS and counsel. If you wish for him to have a window off of GPS where he can take care of personal affairs or whatever he needs to do, you need to give the court a detailed list of what time he wants and what windows of time. So for now, we know he's going to be on full GPS. All right, so next question has to do with the amount of bond. And counsel, what are you requesting for the amount of bond?
It's my understanding, Judge, and I tried to check earlier and I couldn't today, that he was on a personal bond for this case.
Mhm.
He appeared multiple times, I mean, well, just between the time he was convicted, of course, and the time of sentencing, he knew he was facing up to 20 years in prison. So I think he's a great candidate for personal bond.
All right, so here's my question. Was he previously on a personal bond?
No, Your Honor, on this cause, it was $40,000, and on the pending cause, it was $50,000. So we'd asked for $200,000, Your Honor.
That's too
Okay.
high, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. Everyone, just address me. So, Mr. Meyer, I have some questions to ask you about this bond issue. Could you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
John Meyer.
All right, so how much do you receive in your retirement?
I don't really have a retirement. I have a house that I own and rent out in Hawaii, and
Okay.
My wife and I use that to pay our bills.
All right, so what are your bills? How much?
My mortgage on the house I live in is about $3,200. And I've been paying money out of my retirement. I've been using some of my retirement to
Okay,
pay
so
my
Mr.
bills.
Meyer, I'm sure your attorney will tell you this. Just listen to my questions because I don't want to go into other things
Yes, Your Honor.
and just answer my question. So you say your mortgage is $3,200 a month. What other bills do you have?
Electric, water.
What's the average cost of that for the utilities?
Probably about 800.
Okay. Other than the mortgage and the utilities, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Groceries, what's the average? Per month.
500 maybe.
All right. So. And how much do you receive in income?
About 3,500.
Okay. And that's the only income you receive?
I do renovations on houses. I haven't been doing many recently.
Okay. All right, any other questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, so state, are you still asking for $200,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, what are you requesting for bond? The court is not going to grant him a PR bond.
$50,000, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what the court will do. The court will set your bond. At 65,000. There's to be full GPS. I'll ask that the fees be waived. But it's a third-party contract with the county. They're probably going to send me a notation back that that fees can't be waived. There is to be regular, random UAs. And probation, since probation is sort of held in abeyance till this appeal is pending, are you all able to still do UAs or no? All right. So there's going to be regular random UAs, and that's going to be through pretrial services. And there is to be sober support meetings. And those are to be 2 times per week. And my understanding is they have those sober support meetings by Zoom. All right, and Ms. Ferguson. State, I know that you may feel as though Mr. Meyer may or may not appear, but those concerns seems to be addressed with the GPS, but this is what we will do. Norma, reset this case for 30 days, and you'll need to appear in 30 days. If you do not, something else will happen, you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, can we do no contact with the same folks from the stipulations?
Who are the no contact persons? Just 1 second. Let me grab the different file. Okay, let me see if I have that file. I don't have the trial file.
Your Honor, we would agree if it makes it any easier that the same people that were named yesterday would have no contact.
All right, you understand that?
Yes,
So
Your
you'd have no contact with the previous persons that were entered into the motion
Absolutely.
for probation. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Your Honor, can I speak to that then? Can I speak to the rest of the court's?
Yes.
judgments? We think the amount of bond is fair, but I would think that the full GPS is unnecessary. This man, if that's their concern that he's gonna run off, where does that come from?
all right. No, so here's the thing. What I stated earlier with regards to full GPS. He's retired. That's what I'm being told. If he wants time to handle affairs, or if he decides to get employment, all he needs to do, or you counsel need to do, is to come to court with timeframes for the court. But I'm not just going to give him free rein on GPS.
You know, could we have GPS with a curfew?
Once you all come back to court with a list of what time he would like to be out and about and for what reasons, the court will make a ruling at that time. But for now, it's full GPS. So that's all you have to give me. All right?
We'll be back with that. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. No, that's going to be, he's appealed, so he can't go. Yeah. For ISF. All right, and I'm gonna add the no contact orders in here.
Your Honor, I know that sometimes it takes a while to get a monitor.
Oh, it doesn't take that long. They'll have a monitor for him soon.
Could the court allow him to release him today without the monitor, but he gets the monitor as soon as it's available?
No, they'll have those monitors available. If for some reason it's not available, and let's say 3 weeks, although I think they'll have it available by next week, then you just come back to the court and ask Ms. Ferguson to put him on the docket and I'll address it.
We will do that, Your Honor. And
All right.
I'm not trying to argue with the court, but he's been a very responsible person, Judge. I know that if you were allow him to release him until he can get a monitor, he'll get it as soon as possible.
Okay. All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And I've added the parties in the motion. All right, so we're on recess.
Judge, can I, real quick on my guy, can he come back and would I be excused? Because I'm federal court like all afternoon.
No, I mean, yeah, see y'all at 1:30. All right, thank you. Everyone, I'm here, but we're on lunch break. All right, Mr. Moreno Vasquez, you've received the plea offer from the state.
Yes, she gave me an offer.
All right, did you understand it?
La mera verdad no sé por qué me están ofreciendo eso. La mera verdad no sé por qué me están ofreciendo eso.
Honestly, I don't know why they're offering me
No,
that.
no, let me stop you right there. Here's the thing. You're charged with murder. That's what the state is offering. All I need to know from you is whether or not you received the offer. That's yes or no.
Oh, sí recibí la oferta.
Yes, I did receive the offer.
All right, so are you accepting the offer, or rejecting the offer, or do you need time to think about the offer?
No,
Rechazar o aceptar.
rechazar.
Rejected.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, state how long will this jury trial last?
Judge, on this particular one, there's codefendant.
Okay,
And so it doesn't have a lot of moving parts, so actually case in chief, I'd imagine 3 days tops. But that's not including jury selection or the punishment.
all right, Ms. Ferguson. It's gonna be a week for a jury trial on Mr. Marco Antonio Moreno Vasquez. And state, I know you have other murder cases upcoming,
Yes.
so if you want to speak to Ms.
Okay.
Ferguson.
Judge, there's a codefendant case, they may want to go on a codefendant case first.
All right, well, we'll put this down and we'll see who goes first. And Joseph Stateson,
Yes, Your Honor.
Monica Guerrero is on the co-defendant on this case.
I was hoping to announce after this announcement was finished.
Okay,
That's fine. I don't have any plans for them yet.
all right, September 3rd. Your jury trial date is going to be September 3rd. All right, you have any questions?
In 5 months?
Yes. And you'll be brought over dressed in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to speak to your attorney and sign a clothing exchange.
I'll take care of that, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.